I want to talk about wrapping straps. That's not it. That's not it either. That's definitely not it. And I swear I'm not making this up. I see this every day. What a lot of guys don't understand is this part of the truck right here, this is called the rub rail. It is not called the strap your straps to this rail. It's actually not rated for securement. So this is where most people hook their straps. That's wrong. This is where you're supposed to hook the strap. Ready? Watch this. The strap goes down here and goes under here, and that's where it hooks. Notice, first of all, it never comes off. Wow. Second of all, it's really easy. It's amazing how when you hook the strap properly, the tag is on the outside, the orange line is visible, and so is the marking on the strap. It's almost like the people who made the strap knew which way should be on top. And I'm going to tell you why this is the right way to hook a strap. This is called the rub rail. This rub rail serves a purpose. It's for when, eventually, and under horrible circumstances, your vehicle may rub against another vehicle. Now, if you're driving along, and I've had this happen, and somebody sideswipes you, and you have all these straps on here. Now, luckily, that truck I was driving was not this type of flatbed. But if you have all these straps on here, and they are out over top of this rail, in any way, if any part of the strap is out over top of this rail, when you get sideswiped, what's going to happen to that strap? You think that strap is going to win over this piece of metal and that piece of metal, or you think it's going to get cut right in between the two of them? So if you wrap your strap around this rail 15 times, and part of it's on the outside, when you get sideswiped, that strap will get cut, and your load is now completely unsecured. You're in an accident, and your straps just got cut. So what's going to happen is you're going to get sideswiped, you're going to press your brake pedal, and all of this unsecured freight, 45,000 pounds of it, is going to go right up there and crush. Now, I'm not saying that's going to happen to you, but I am saying that happens to people all the time. This is how you're supposed to hook your strap. This is the winch side. It goes up here under the rub rail and up. You can't hurt that strap. This is how you hook the other side. Again, notice that the DOT tag is visible, readable. The red line is on the outside of the strap. And when you come over here, you know, Tarp House is smart enough to put their logo on the side you're supposed to be able to see, folks. If your straps are backwards, I know they're hooked wrong. Because when you look underneath, see, there's no twist, there's nothing. The strap is just bam, right there on the frame. And I want to explain this to y'all. So I want to explain this because it causes me grief when you people do this. This is what happens. This is the result of misuse of a rub rail. All right, it is not a load securement rail. And now, you know, I'm sitting here at the truck stop waiting. I picked this truck up this morning. I love it. That's the only thing wrong with it. But you see this? I want you to see this. It happened. If there was a strap here, do you think the strap would get cut? It would get cut. This is a metal. This is metal that's gotten cut. That's how you hook your straps. Do it right. Don't kill me because you're too stupid. This way is actually better. It's easier, it's faster. Okay? Hear me out, drivers. The right way is easier and faster. Stop looping them all around the rub rail. If your company tells you to do that, we need to get together and we need to tell these companies, you don't know what you're talking about. And I want to show you something else. For anybody who has any concerns, and I'm sure there's going to be somebody in the comments, oh, you can't hook it there. That's where it's supposed to be hooked. But just for that guy, I'm going to take 2 seconds and I'm going to correct him very specifically. So here we are looking at the rub rail. This is the rail that most people secure their strap to, right? Right here, right around this. Now, what is that attached to? Let's go up to where it's not broken. What is it attached to? It's attached to these metal circles, or the stake pockets. They're welded on. And you see these ones are not welded 360. And no, just because yours are doesn't mean that's now load securement. No, that's not how that works. But you see, these are not. So those two little welds are holding this rail to these things, which are actually welded 360 to this. Now, why is that? Because these are load securement. These are for wrapping chains around. But you see, they're welded on this side. They're not welded on this side because this is not load securement. This is strap protection. This is load securement. This is the frame of the truck. So don't take my word for it. Look at the common sense in front of you from the guys who built it. They said this connection needs to be way stronger than this connection. Now, if we were strapping stuff on here, the whole thing would have to be just as strong. But we're only really ever strapping stuff here. And to be clear, that's where the rail rips off. That's where it separates. See, these are still here. But this is not. This is, see? See? And when you look down here, you'll notice this big flat piece is all one solid piece of metal, all the way down under here, all the way down under here into here. And so when you clip on this, instead of clipping on a piece of metal this thick, you're actually clipping on a piece of metal that thick. And you see it's bolted all the way along, strong. So, now you know.